we'll go into our Banter Sportsbook. So this is where we put our sports knowledge, predictions, reputation on the line. We'll talk from the biggest games, hottest storylines to championship races. We'll talk surprise contenders, trades, bold predictions. We're covering everything that happens across the sports world that sort of hits our desk. No betting slips required here, just sports talk, strong opinions, plenty of banter. If you want our takes on what we think who's going to win what, you can let us know, but we'll open up our books. Biggest news, probably just NBA wise, John Morant getting traded today to the Portland Trail Blazers. Blazers received John Morant, Grizzlies received Jeremiah Grant and Chris Murray. Big move, not surprised with the move. I think we've all looked at John Morant probably needing to be out of Memphis. Memphis got rid of all their top players, from what I could tell now, huh?
Clean slate.
Clean slate.
Yep. Got Boozer, and I don't know if I can name another Grizzly right
I don't think I can either.
It's totally new. Probably good for them because they were competitive but not winning with the squad they did have. Blazers, on the other hand, I think are making a step in the right direction. It's a team that was far more competitive than I would have ever guessed. I think many people would have guessed. And now all of a sudden they have quite the squad. Scoot Henderson, early pick, Klingon, early pick that is, a great big. They have Dame still.
Yeah. Denny
Avdija, how could I forget? Absolute beast. Much more than a 6-man now. And there's a lot to kind of like look at as far as this team goes to be very competitive once more. West is obviously a really tough conference with a number of teams there, but honestly, I think that the way that they're positioning themselves is really good. And as far as a John Morant standpoint, I think that this is better for him if he can not let the off the court stuff get in the way and focus on game. He's still incredibly young and can really show a lot of what he has. So we'll see what side of Ja we get, but hopefully he kind of gets back to what he did in his college days because it was a fun watch.
Yeah, I hope this is a good move for Ja, a new environment, because he is a great player. When he was at that all-star level peak without the legal outside of the NBA trouble and even inside the NBA trouble, people loved his game. I like this game. He was a baller, and let's see if this move to Portland is good for him, get him into that new environment. I like what the Trailblazers are doing. If Dame could come back healthy, he pretty much had all of last year off. Only did pretty much, I think, the 3-point shootout, right, for the All-Star break. That's all.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That's all he competed in. Like, if he could come back and just be that veteran piece that's well established within the NBA, this could be a team that could make a run. The West is a tough conference. Could get tougher depending on how some of these trades that might be going on, free agent signings that start tonight, midnight, or Tuesday, June 30th. It'll be interesting to see, but Blazers are a team to watch out for. And like I say, both of our teams being in the West just makes it tougher for us. Because like I say, that's another team we got to worry about now.
Story of the last 15 years at least for us. Just how ultra competitive the West is compared to the East. It lives on. But yeah, it's just another team to kind of be wary about. That team that kind of slides into the playoffs and becomes a threat. Can't forget they have Drew Holiday with the Blazers too.
Yeah.
Great vet.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's one of the big trades that have happened. There's a lot of rumors still. A big name out there, Jaylen Brown. that one's going to happen. I think most likely. I don't think Boston's going to re-sign him, even though it's a great duo. Think he's just ready to move on. Where he goes, I don't know. I hear a lot of stuff. I just don't know what team. I would have expected Miami for a bit. Um, Portland maybe, or not Portland. Memphis now maybe could make a move for him. That'd be a good matchup with the Boozer. Um, yeah. And any rumblings that you've heard?
Warriors were speculated, but they're now involved in some other big names that we'll get into momentarily. But um, I don't know if that'll happen. I think that uh, an interesting team that I think has some money to spend, and they were kind of in the running for a guy like Trae Young, might be the Chicago Bulls. Maybe make a slight run. They're in a weaker division, obviously. Jaylen Brown would get the keys to the team pretty much. And then there's some decent elements around the Bulls. That could, I mean, him going to that team could instantly make them a threat. So possibility of them. Trying to think of who else. I don't know if the Rockets are in play with some of their assets, but I don't know if they want to trade a lot of their youngs. Um, the Suns, a trade that we didn't mention was a couple with the Hornets. One being LaMelo Ball to the T-Wolves. That trade, mind-boggling in my opinion. The Hornets absolutely fleeced that trade. And I do like LaMelo Ball, but it doesn't, from the Wolves' perspective, it makes zero sense. Have two ball dominant guards on a team with the French Stifle Tower, and then you gave away your future with all those firsts that you gave away for LaMelo. Head scratcher. I don't get that one. I think Ant would probably want out, to be honest with you. And then I bring up the Houston Rockets because of, I bring up the Suns because they just traded for Miles Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
You have Devin Booker. You have, and then the possibility of adding a guy like Jaylen Brown. All of a sudden, the Suns become really good again. So interesting. I think that's a possibility. Houston's thrown out there because I don't know, KD. I don't know, for some reason I feel like KD is going to go somewhere else, and maybe it's to the Wolves. Maybe the Wolves can get him on the cheap. I don't know.
I've heard some rumors. KD Washington. We'll see
with what they're trying to do there, especially with Dimanyansa. Interesting, but I think it makes them a little bit scarier if they end up giving AD the max. But I don't know who really wants to give AD a max right now because
I don't think I don't think many people will. So like I say, I haven't heard too much on Jaylen Brown, KD. The Miles Bridges to the Suns doesn't make the Suns a little scarier. Same with you, LaMelo. I like him. Doesn't make sense for, I think, Minnesota. What they're trying to do there, who knows? We'll see if it's a genius move or a bonehead move. Like I say, if they lose Ant over this trade, fire the entire organization, just restart from fresh because you just let go a big piece of the future. So we'll see. But I know the one rumor with my team, Kawhi possibly going back to Toronto, making a trade for that. Wouldn't hate it, depending on who we would get back. And if we could just get back some draft assets, I think, like I said, Kawhi's reaching that end of his career. Is he ready to move on from the spotlight here in LA? Maybe. I'm okay with our young core and just starting a rebuild.
Yeah. In Wagler's, I think, going to be absolutely legit. So I think the Clips are in a good position. And then, the assets that you guys got from the Pacers in that trade as well, it makes you guys even more of a threat. So, and then also what you guys got from Cleveland, it's pretty sweet gig that you guys got going there. So, Clippers are well on their way. And honestly, it's probably a time to sell on Kawhi. I don't know how much is left in the tank. Played a little bit more than usual this past season.
Yeah, we got to sell him while he's high. Like I said,
Yeah.
right now his price tag is high because he ended the season looking amazing, prime
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi, and let's sell it before an injury or load management starts happening again.
Yeah. No, 1,000% makes all the sense in the world. And then speaking of teams, I wore the Warriors hat for a reason. I There's a couple things I need to say. One is I want to bring good juju with the hat. I want us to build a supporting cast for Steph's final years in the league. He signed a shoe deal. This dude's ready. He's ready to play several more years, I think. The big rumors are obviously LeBron James, full free agent here in about 10 minutes, midnight, and Draymond Green opted out of his contract. Obviously, will re-sign, but at a lower rate, and this is a move, and that's kind of what's seen as step one, in hopes of making more room in the cap to sign a guy like LeBron James. And then there's other talk about Anthony Davis. If he doesn't get a max from the Wizards, that he will be looking elsewhere, and that's something that both he and Rich Paul have discussed with the Wizards. So we know obviously the connection of Rich Paul, and it seems like AD and LeBron would probably want to team up again, and no better spot. And LeBron that video is being played back over and over again of a guy he wants to play with, and he said Steph Curry. Can't blame him. Who wouldn't want to play with him? It just, the stars align. I will shut my mouth about LeBron for an entire season.
What?
That might be really tough. That might be really tough.
That could be a tough one.
Might backtrack it slightly. If he has a bad game, I might talk some shit. But if I will defend him tooth and nail, though, if he joins forces with Steph Curry, like if he's there complaining on the court about a call, and if you come at me, John, and you say that he's flopping, I will argue with you. And I will say, no, that is not flopping. It's legit. No, he's actually hurt. And then he gets up and runs right after. His lack of defense is because he hustled so much before that. See, I already have the defensives up. So if he does not do this, then he will just be how he is in my mind up to this point. So again, really excited about that. Hopefully that's a possibility. We had a good draft. I think that's the biggest news. Haven't seen much else, but I think things are about to take off tonight.
You gonna join the LeBron book club if he joins?
Well, that's a pretty easy one because you only have to like open one page and stare at it for about 5 minutes, acting like you're reading. I did a really good job of that in high school, so I think I could probably pull it off again.
Yeah.
Book club.
Yeah. I would say if that happens, those stars align. Probably somewhat early season favorites to win it all. I think with that trio plus what you guys already have on that team, your draft pick was a good draft pick as well. I think will contribute quite well to the team. So yeah, if it happens, kudos to you. We'll see. We'll see how you feel after one season though, because who knows? Maybe this season will go really badly, and you might take back the nice LeBron comments.
Yeah. One thing is, I think Draymond will be kind of tempered to an extent because of like LeBron kind of runs his shit, I feel like, and like Draymond has always seemed kind of like a kiss ass to him. Yeah. So it's I think that could work out decently. I don't think he's gonna decide to punch anybody in the face necessarily. He better not get anywhere near Anthony Davis though, knowing like, dude, if he hurts a finger, he can go out in a wheelchair. Like, just relax. Take it easy. Yeah. But yeah, no, the team's looking solid. Oh, one thing I don't like. Maybe he's part of a trade. I don't know. Kristaps Porzingis, 2 years, $40 million he's getting paid $20 million a year for like 40 games. Don't love it. Don't love it. But he's a big name.
But when he plays well, and if he could stay healthy, good piece.
Very good piece. Very good piece. One person I will be sad to see leave is Jimmy Buckets. He's most certainly would be involved with the deal to get AD. So, but again, bad injury last season. So it's something that it's hate to see him leave, but understand.
Part of the game.
Yeah, if we could also trade pods, I would like that too. It'd be really good because I don't need pods like doing that thing like he did last season and trying to walk in. Like if you see LeBron, Steph, Dre, and AD talking to each other and he's starting to like butt in, that's gonna piss me off. It's gonna really piss me off.
So you want pod on this trade or just a release?
Yeah, if we could send him across the country. That sounds good. Yeah. Send him to Washington.
Yeah. Careful, though. Anytime you guys have sent players away, they've performed.
That's true. Kuminga. Yeah. That was the only downside of like me thinking about all this. And I thought about it with the possibility of getting JB. But it made me think like, damn, we got rid of our assets for pennies last season. So, and then Trace Jackson Davis, who we sent to Toronto, is re-signing there as well for good reason. He's a good player. Yeah, not hasn't been great. Clay's the only one that has been okay leaving because he's old.
Yeah, he's older. He's not the same Clay, but
talk about FOMO with that guy though, huh? if he sees everybody teaming up, maybe he'll come back.
Who knows? Know. Hey, vet minimum.
Yeah,
vet minimum.
Yeah,
just shoot a few threes here and there. You'll do okay.
6 attempts a game. If he makes 2 of them, we'll take it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's about it for Banter Sportsbooks. Like I say, World Cup still is very dominant. Got probably like 2 more weeks of this before it ends. So yeah, well, like I said, but we'll always report any new news, any big things we do see. But yeah, that's Banter Sportsbook.